Kia ora, I'm David Chester with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week, everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock with news China's expansion is wavering, and that's either a worry or realistic, depending on your perspective. But first, US initial jobless claims came in at the expected level of 383,000 and unchanged from the prior week. There are now 3.1 million people on these benefits, which was a drop of more than 100,000 and a post-pandemic low as more people regained employment and more people found their coverage expiring. There were 2 American regional factory surveys out for July overnight. The US Philly Fed survey is still expanding at a healthy rate, but less so. The New York Empire State survey surged higher to a new record high level. Both recorded much higher import costs and employment gains. The US Fed's industrial production data for June wasn't so expansionary, but maybe that will come when the July data is in. However, the June total industrial production rose at an annual rate of 5.5%, despite a sharp drag from vehicle manufacturing in the month due to a shortage of computer chips, and one that's spiking buyer demand. All this may sound positive, but is still 3.7% lower than for June 2019, so no real recovery yet to pre-pandemic levels. China's economy grew by an annual rate of 7.9% in the second quarter of 2021 compared with a year earlier, but this was slower than most analysts had expected, and the weakness probably came in the June month and carried on into July. Speculation is rising that Beijing will juice up more fiscal support. In Australia, an additional 50,000 full-time jobs drove their jobless rate down to 4.9% in June, its lowest level in more than a decade. But Sydney's prolonged lockdown is expected to drag on the 8-month hiring spree, and it may not stay down for long. Worryingly, underemployment levels are up. Through all this, the APEC meeting is going on in Auckland on a virtual basis and almost anonymously. But today there's an informal retreat by the leaders of the 21 countries involved, and that is interesting because Chinese President Xi has confirmed he will be involved, like everyone else, in the off-the-record Zoom call. The US Treasury 10-year yield starts today at just under 1.30% and down another 6 basis points from this time yesterday. Long-end rates are diving everywhere except New Zealand. And the price of gold is now just on $1,829 an ounce, which is up $5 from this time yesterday. Oil prices have fallen back again today by less than 50 cents. So in the US, they're now just under $72 a barrel, while the international Brent price is now just under $73.50 a barrel. And the Kiwi dollar opens today just on 69.7 US cents, and a drop of more than 0.5% from this time yesterday. Against the Australian dollar, we're unchanged at 94 Australian cents, and against the euro, we're a little lower at 59.1 euro cents. That means the trade-weighted index starts today down 50 basis points at 72.6, although that's back where it was a week ago. Kia ora, I'm David Chester, and that was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. Let us know what you think of these issues in the comments section below or on our website.